And if the numbers that Mr. Correa and Mr. Garcia are talking about are in fact the truth, and those numbers are dropping, job well done. I'm a border state. I'm a Texas boy. I'm one of the landing zones for the illegal migration coming across the border. So if those numbers are dropping, absolutely I applaud that effort, because that's what I need. That's what my base are asking me for every day. How do we control that situation? Mr. Nunez, ICE detention policy states that ICE uses its limited detention resources to detain non-citizens to secure their presence for immigration proceedings or removal from the United States, as well as those that are subject to mandatory detention, as outlined by the Immigration and Nationality Act, or those that ICE determines are a public safety or flight risk during the custody determination process. Now, in my district, I border Liberty County, Polk County and Liberty County. The population of Liberty County is roughly around 90,000. There are 50,000 illegal immigrants parked right on the border of my district and another member's district. Now, here's my issue, and I want your help solving this problem. We are a country of immigrants, absolutely. And my colleagues on the other side, they shine a very meaningful light on people in the process, and the struggle is real. I get it. And it's very challenging. But that number of illegal immigrants in that small area is scuttling that county. The school districts are absolutely overwhelmed. They're having to bring in teachers that speak Spanish because none of the children speak English. The area that they've occupied looks like a third world country. My question is, why isn't ICE, or why doesn't ICE move on that and assist our county in the removal of those undocumented immigrants?
So, ICE's function is to obviously enforce our immigration laws and carry out, execute what we call final orders of removal. I don't know the circumstances in your county. I'd be happy to look into it. I will say ICE has never received enough funding to detain every individual we encounter. This has been the subject of active litigation. I think, as we have said repeatedly, we are a nation of laws and we're a nation of immigrants, and we need to be able to enforce our laws while also providing avenues for immigrants who wish to come to be able to come.
So I'm glad you said that. We are a nation of laws, and then so in that, we need to enforce those laws, but that's obviously not happening. And I don't know where the rub is between state, county, and local law and federal law, since these are our illegal immigrants that were processed. Some, not all, but some were processed in. How do I fix this problem, sir?
So again, without knowing the specific details, I'd be happy to follow up with your office. Individuals who are issued a notice to appear can go through the immigration court process, which can take many years. And it is an unfortunate reality in this country that our immigration and asylum system is so broken, that it does take an extraordinary time for people to go through that process. Individuals with final orders of removal, should be removed at the end of that process. But, historically, it has been quite difficult, again, under presidents of both parties to execute final orders of removal for people who are not detained.
Okay, to that, can you confirm for me, and this committee was in El Paso and down at the, I'm sorry, I forgot what the other place that we went. They told us that it is widely reported that aliens are released into the interior without court dates, regardless of whether or not they were issued at an NTA. Are those reports true? Do illegal migrants that come across, are they processed through without a show time or show place?
So historically, the Border Patrol has issued notices to appear without court dates on them until, frankly, fairly recently.
Or locations?
Right now, we are issuing NTAs with court dates on them. In the lead up to the lifting of Title 42, we were also, because of the...
I hate to cut you off, my time's running short. Has that happened? Has illegal migrants come across and not been issued? Because we've heard from leadership that is the case, but I want to hear what you have to say.
So we have paroled individuals in order to relieve the overcrowding in our facilities. Those individuals are required to report into ICE facilities and be issued NTAs there.
How on earth are we supposed to track those individuals if we're just releasing them basically on their own recognizance? I'm sorry, sir. Can you answer that for me? Or-
Would the gentleman like to answer that question?
Sure. Many of those individuals were placed into our Alternatives to Detention program, which does include monitoring. And so, we, as part of that program, more than 90% of the individuals who are released on ATD do, in fact, report to their ICE facilities.
Thank you, sir. Chairman, I yield back.